This jar is sitting in your kitchen right now. This red paste is in millions of Korean restaurants, but what's actually inside might shock you. We're investigating 3 of Asia's most iconic condiments today and breaking down what's really in them. Starting with gochujang, Korea's traditional fermented paste that's become something very different.
Gochujang has been a Korean staple for centuries. Traditionally, it's made from 3 simple ingredients: red chili peppers, fermented soybean called meju, and salt. The fermentation process took 6 months minimum, sometimes a year. During this time, beneficial bacteria broke down proteins. Complex umami flavors developed. Probiotics formed. This wasn't just a condiment. It was functional food. But in the modern era, everything changed. As Korea industrialized, as companies looked to export globally, fermentation became a problem. 6 months doesn't work at industrial scale. Companies need quick production, long shelf life, and consistent taste. So they reformulated. Today, most gochujang you buy isn't fermented for 6 months. It's processed in factories, artificially colored, packed with additives, and ready to ship worldwide in weeks instead of months. The trade-off: you lose the fermentation benefits. Let's look at 3 popular options. First, CJ Haechandle. This is the most recognized brand globally. $3 per jar. The ingredient list? Glutinous rice is first. Not chili peppers, rice. This means you're buying rice paste with chili flavoring, not actual gochujang. 1 tablespoon contains 610 milligrams of sodium, that's 26% of your daily limit in a single spoon. There's also azodicarbonamide, a dough conditioner used in yoga mats. Is it dangerous? Health Canada approves it. But the European Union banned it from food in 2005. Second, Lee Kung Ki. This is Chinese-made, marketed as Korean style. It's cheaper, $2. But look at the first ingredient, water. You're literally buying water with added chili flavoring. This isn't fermented. It's not gochujang. It's marketing. Third, a Korean-made fermented version from a brand like Sempio or Hypeo. $10 per jar. Ingredients? Red chili pepper first. Then fermented soybean. Then salt. Just 4 total. Real 6-month fermentation. Contains probiotics. Higher protein from the fermented soybean. Yes, it's more expensive. But you're actually getting what the label says. Which should you buy? If you eat gochujang regularly, the Korean fermented brand is worth it. You'll use less because the flavor is more complex. If you're occasional, CJ is adequate. Never buy Lee Kung Ki, it's water pretending to be gochujang.
Now let's talk about something you've been eating wrong your entire life. Wasabi, the hot stuff at sushi restaurants. Except it's not what you think.
Real wasabi is Wasabia japonica, a plant that grows only in Japan under very specific conditions. Fresh wasabi root costs $50 to $100 per pound. It's rare. It's finicky. It doesn't store well. Fresh wasabi has a heat that creeps slowly through your nasal passages. It's complex, almost sweet with subtle botanical notes. The heat fades in 30–60 seconds. Fake wasabi? It's 95% horseradish. Horseradish is cheap, grows wild in many regions. You can buy horseradish for less than $1 per pound. Add green food dye. Add mustard powder for extra pungency. Add xanthan gum for texture. That's your fake wasabi. The heat is completely different. Horseradish hits you instantly and hard. It lingers for 2–3 minutes. The bite is aggressive, one note. Completely different from real wasabi. Here's what should alarm you: 95% of sushi restaurants serve fake wasabi. Not as a cost-cutting measure, as standard practice. The restaurants know. The chefs know. They're serving you horseradish with green dye because 1. Real wasabi has unpredictable heat level, varies by plant, time of year. 2. Real wasabi spoils in 3-5 days. 3. Real wasabi is expensive. 4. Customers can't tell the difference and think fake is authentic because it's hotter. Even at premium restaurants, when they charge $300 for omakase, most will still serve you the fake tube unless you specifically ask for fresh root. And if they do serve fresh, you'll pay an extra $10.15 per serving just for the wasabi. Let's break down what you're actually eating. That green tube in your hand? Ingredients: horseradish, main, mustard powder, green food coloring, FD and C green number 3, xanthan gum, wasabi powder, trace, preservatives. Wait, wasabi powder is listed? Yes, but it's typically less than 5% of the product. Enough to claim it's in there. Not enough to taste it. Nutrition-wise, it's basically irrelevant. 2 teaspoons of fake wasabi is only 5 calories, negligible sodium. The real value, or lack thereof, is in what's missing. Real wasabi contains isothiocyanates, compounds with antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties. Fake wasabi has none. You're eating pure heat with no actual benefit. Now, I'm not saying you should boycott sushi restaurants. Most people prefer the fake anyway. The aggressive punch of horseradish feels authentic compared to the subtle warmth of real wasabi. Your brain says more heat equals more authentic. That's why fake wins in blind taste tests. But here's what should matter: know what you're eating. When you see that green tube, you're not eating wasabi. You're eating horseradish with food coloring. It's not dangerous. It's not a scandal. It's just what the industry settled on because it works for production, it works for storage, and it works for consumer expectations. The one exception? Premium omakase in major cities. Tokyo, Singapore, some Michelin star sushi bars in New York and London. Those places might use real wasabi. But you'll know, the experience is completely different. It's subtle, complex, and finishes clean. And the bill will be 30–40% higher.
Finally, let's talk about the viral sensation, Lao Gan Ma. This brand went from obscure to omnipresent through pure marketing genius. But is the product actually better, or are you just paying
Lao
for
Gan
hype?
Ma started in Guizhou, China in 1996. The founder, Tao Huabi, Aunt Tao, made chili oil at her restaurant. It became popular. She started selling it. Now it's a global brand. The marketing genius? Positioning it as auntie in a jar, homemade quality. This taps into nostalgia and authenticity in a way that industrial food company could never achieve. TikTok amplified it. Celebrities quietly endorsed it. And suddenly everyone wanted it. The actual product, mainly vegetable oil. Yes, there are peanuts, sesame seeds, fried shallots, and chili peppers mixed in. But the primary ingredient is oil, about 60% of the jar by volume. The other 40% is texture elements and seasonings. 1 tablespoon, 17 grams, contains 100 calories. Nearly all from that oil, 9 grams of fat. There's also 290 milligrams of sodium, about 13% of your daily limit. And here's the addictive part: MSG, monosodium glutamate, and artificial sweeteners. Yes, sweeteners in a savory chili oil. This is deliberate formulation designed to create cravings. Now, is it good? Yes. The flavor is addictive precisely because of that MSG and oil combination. The texture is satisfying, crispy peanuts and shallots mixed with silky oil. It's a well-engineered product. But is it worth the price? Let's do math. Lao Gan Ma costs about $4.99 for a 210-gram jar. Your cost per ounce is $1.44. Homemade chili oil? Buy dried chili peppers, $2, peanuts, $1, sesame seeds, $1, vegetable oil, 50 cents, garlic, salt. Total, $5.06 for a month's supply. Cost per ounce, maybe 30 cents. And taste-wise? Homemade is actually comparable or better because you control the balance. No MSG, no artificial sweeteners, just ingredients you recognize. So what's Lao Gan Ma actually selling? Convenience, yes. But more than that, they're selling a brand. They're selling cool. TikTok made it cool. Celebrity chefs made it cool. Now owning a bottle signals that you're in on a food trend. Is that bad? No, trends are fun. But understand what you're paying for. You're not paying for superior quality ingredients. You're not paying for a revolutionary formula. You're paying for a bottle that signals taste and cultural awareness. The actual chili oil inside? It's good. It's not unique. Competitors like Lee Kung Kee make comparable products for $2.50. Smaller brands make arguably better versions for similar prices. But none of them have the brand cachet. None of them are on TikTok. None of them are cool. Here's my honest take. If you love chili oil and you have the money, Lao Gan Ma is fine. It's consistent, it's available everywhere, and yes, it tastes good. But if budget matters, make it at home. If you're price conscious, buy a competitor. And if you're tempted to buy it just because it's trending, be aware that's what you're actually paying for, not superior condiment quality, but membership in a food trend. The real Lao Gan Ma lesson: understand the difference between a genuinely better product and a better marketed product. This is lesson number 3 in every food industry's playbook. Most of what you pay for is story, not substance. Knowing that difference is the most valuable takeaway. 3 condiments. 3 countries. 3 completely different stories. Gochujang, fermented tradition hijacked by industrial production. Wasabi, 95% fraud that consumers prefer to the real thing. Lao Gan Ma, brilliant marketing wrapped around decent product. The broader lesson? When you're buying Asian condiments, or any imported food, you need to be skeptical. Read the ingredient list. Check what's actually first. Understand what fermentation means. Know that authentic on a label means marketing, not guarantee. Your next step? Check your pantry right now. Look at whatever condiment you use most often. What's the first ingredient? Is it what you expected? Tell me in the comments. Like this video. Subscribe. And we'll keep breaking down what's really in your food.